Okay, so this year, as part of the Edel SMS Wedge review, I wanted to do something a little bit different, a little bit more fun, and went out and played 9 holes using nothing but the Edels in my putter. So that was the 50, 54, 58 degree Edel SMS Wedges, along with my Lab Directed Force 2.1 putter. Playing from the forward tees here is still not an easy challenge. Definitely makes it shorter, but as you can see, it is still about 2,400 yards with a couple holes that are borderline 400-yard par fours. So the fact that I can hit my 50-degree wedge, hopefully about 135 to 140 yards, is helpful, but still is going to make this quite a challenge. Opening hole is a pretty straightaway par 4 from the forward tees. Teeing up in the rough here so I don't wreck the tee boxes. Definitely still at it on a tee, trying to hit this as best I can, just pretty much ripping into things. It's a good opening tee shot. I did turn on the shot tracers for this. Some of them are a little less than perfect, so bear with me. Left me about, this was just a really nice 3/4 54. These wedges have excelled in the partial short game shots, and I hit that and thought I hit it well and didn't realize how well until I got up here and literally was inches from an eagle. Can even tap it in with a wedge. I've kind of said in my review so far, I've been struggling with the full shots. This is a great example, and number 2 kind of hung that one out there to the right. I still am playing with the weight. These have the adjustable weights in the toe. Still playing with the weight in the toe, like I said. And it just, sometimes on those full shots, if I'm not real careful, it just kind of opens the face up. So again, a couple 50-degree wedges to hit this longer par 4 around the dog leg left me a pretty good putt. Now, I'm not reviewing the Lab this year. This is my own personal purchase. I know we have it on the forums as well. Encourage you to go take a look at those. Very close to a birdie here, rolling it in from quite a ways. That's honestly a really tough hole for me in the mornings to get out there on my, maybe 3rd or 4th swing of the day and put some good swings on the ball. This is the hole I was most concerned about playing with the wedges. It's just a long par 5 even from the back. Or even from the forward tees, excuse me. And, hit a pretty okay 50, another okay 50. That was probably one of the better feeling ones of the day. Just a nice, solid piece of contact through the ground. Really loving the V-grind as it gets in and out of the turf. Super, super good. Another 50 to a layup. Again, I actually have been hitting them much better as I've gotten used to them, to that full swing. The nip-on shafts I'm adjusting to as well after coming from graphite. This ended up being the killer of my round. This is not a long shot at all. I think about 50 yards. And I had actually warmed up hitting 50-yard pitches on the range quickly. And just didn't hit it. Just left it short and right. Didn't hit well, didn't commit to it. And this ended up being quite an uphill putt and just did not get it there. You'll kind of see, I know I've been talking a lot about how my short game has improved, my partial wedge game has improved, but like this hole is just a killer for me. Just absolutely was the reason this round just wasn't something kind of special. Anytime you take a double bogey, even after an easy tap-in birdie on hole 1, just kind of disappointing. Another good full 50 here. This is a dog leg right, usually from the back tees, can kind of just cut it off when you're playing from the forwards. And again, another great partial wedge. This is probably one of the better shots of the day behind the approach into 1. This is hole high up on just to the left of the flag from, 110 yards or so. It felt really great. It was a 54-degree wedge. I've hit several of those lately. I am using my own grips on the Edels. I gripped them with some star sidewinders that I use on all of my clubs. They did ship some Tour Velvets in the box for me, so thank you, Edel, for that. I am glad, though, that I am setting them up with my own grips.
Oh, that's off the toe.
Here you hear me say, I think I hit it off the toe. This was not a very good tee shot. Thankfully, it was one of the shorter holes, one of the shorter par 4s, and still left me about 110 yards in here with a 54. Not the best swing. Ball was kind of below my feet, and I didn't adjust for that. It leaked out to the right. Stayed on the green. Again, hitting greens with wedges only, not upset. Quite a lengthy putt. 20 plus feet. There's kind of a, as you can see, we kind of have like a turtleback type green here. It's not a ton of turtleback, but the green falls away everywhere around the fringe, so just having to come up over that hill. And again, I'm not going to complain about a par. This was about 140 yards, another 50. It was everything I could give, and I just turned it over, and it came up just short on the left side in the fringe. And honestly, I thought that this was going to be an easy par save from right here. As you can see, I'm not far from the hole, and I'm like 2 paces off the green. And just, I have been really good with this shot lately, and just didn't hit it. You can kind of see I needed to land it where that leaf was, and I ended up landing about a yard behind, and I came up about a yard short. And then just made a terrible read here, and I wasn't even close. It was not a good short game hole for me. Unfortunately, I've had a lot of luck with the Edels. That V grind just kind of glides across that fringe really easily, and when I do that kind of putting motion chip, it's really, really good, generally, again, and just couldn't get it done there. Another long par 4 is number 7. Extremely difficult hole. It's all uphill. Playing almost 380 yards, I believe, from the forward tees. So again, I would need 3 great wedge shots to give myself a shot at par, and honestly, I did it right here. This next ball put me to within 5-7 feet, and I thought this putt was going in. I aimed a little to the right, knew it broke left, and it just kept breaking on me. And you can kind of see my reaction. Like, that's kind of heart-wrenching almost. Because it's a tough hole to par from the back tees when I'm hitting driver, let alone when I'm hitting a club that doesn't go more than 140 yards, especially because it's only like 20 yards shorter from the forward tees. Beautiful shot here into number 8. Beautiful shot in general with the sun. I thought that it was going to be right next to the flag, like on number 1. Ended up being about 7-10 feet past. A little downhill, a little slippery, but not anything too bad. That was a really solid wedge shot, just a really thick, heavy contact that I'm really enjoying from these wedges. When you peer one, you know that it's going to go down. That brings us to number 9, where I hit a little bit of a hook here. Wasn't an awful shot, but I am in the left rough.
Left.
Really V-grind kind of showing its power here. That ball was buried in there, and I kind of blasted it out. Nice little hop trying to coax the ball into going another 10 yards or so. I knew I needed to get to within about 140 to have a shot at the green. Did get it there, and again, another full 50 into the screen ended up giving me opportunity here to 2-putt, which you'll see I'll be able to do. Pretty big right to left breaker. Again, I just want to say thank you to both the MyGolfSpy forums, thank you to the guys following along, and thank you to Edel for the wonderful testing opportunity this season. These wedges are really great. I'm looking forward to continuing my testing with them, and look forward to providing a final review here in the next coming weeks.